I thought we should do a video comparing ocean cruises with river cruises. Yes, folks, we are on a Viking river cruise. This is our first one. I think we've done 14 or 15 ocean cruises. So I thought I would give you the pros and cons of ocean and river from my experience. Now keep in mind, folks, I am not a travel agent. I am just someone who has been fortunate enough to have some pretty nice vacations. So why don't we start with ocean first? Why don't we do ocean positive first? How about that? So again, these are just my opinions from my experience. Again, one river on Viking and plenty of ocean cruises like on Crystal Cruise or Holland America, Celebrity, NCL, Carnival. We've done Celebrity. We've done a bunch of different ocean cruises. So in my opinion, ocean cruises are cheaper. They are cheaper per person per night. Ocean cruises often offer inside cabins, which are the cheapest way to frankly travel. I don't recommend inside cabins, but hey, if that's all you can afford, by all means, ocean cruises are cheaper. I think ocean cruises offer more itineraries. You can go to more places. We have done ocean cruises in the Baltic Sea, Mediterranean. We've done a month in Asia. You can do Australia, South America, Panama Canal, Caribbean, Mexico, Hawaii, Alaska, and the list goes on and on. And then there are more options. I think just generally speaking, there are more cruise lines offering more price points, having different focus areas. So in general, I think ocean cruises are the cheaper and more options. You have more options available to you. Now let's go to river. Positives first. We'll start with the positives. My experience on Viking cruise has been amazing. Let me just get that out of the way. I only have one sample, but it has been awesome. Viking cruise that we are on has less than 190 passengers. We have been on some ocean cruises that are over 2,000 guests. So again, I just say no craziness. There's not, even when we're all together, it doesn't feel like that much. There are no lines. If you're on an ocean cruise, you'll have lots of lines getting on the ship, off the ship, dinner time, shows. There's people everywhere. And then at least on Viking, and I could be wrong here, but I believe this is true, no kids. I believe Viking has a policy, maybe it's only this itinerary, but again, I haven't seen anybody younger than 30 on the cruise, but certainly no kids, no 2s, 3s, 4s, 8-year-olds. I haven't seen them. I believe that is on purpose. So now let's go to some, negatives, if you will, or just differences. We'll go to river first. Again, this is Viking. With river cruises, it's about the city, right? It's understanding the city, the history, the culture, the food, the people. It's not about entertaining yourself with like sea-doos and other activities like you would maybe on an ocean cruise. There are less food options. At least on the Viking ship we are on, there's one breakfast time, one lunch time, one dinner time. There is food options around, but there are no specialty restaurants, none of those things. Another thing on a river cruise, at least on Viking, there aren't any 2-seat tables, right? You will be eating with others. You will be socializing. So if you wanted to go get away and be quiet and have dinner, you're not going to likely do that on a Viking cruise ship, because I think the smallest table I saw was 8. They do 8s, 10s, and 12s. So there will likely be other people at your table. I'm sure you could eat in your room, but that's not something we chose to do. There are less entertainment options. When you go on an ocean cruise, you are going to be entertained. There will be shows. There will be comedians. There will be all kinds of stuff to keep you busy. There'll be, stuff to do during at sea days. Come learn how to make omelets or whatever it is. There's more action on an ocean cruise. And then the last one for someone like me, there's no gym. There is a walking track on the sun deck, but there really is no weights, no yoga room, or whatever that happens to be. Which again, that's just is what it is. So again, you can do some body weight stuff in your room and upstairs, but that is about it. So now let's talk about ocean cruises, for my opinion. Ocean cruises often aren't really about the city. It's about water sports and entertainment and all those things. There are some, clearly, stuff about the cities, but in my experience, where river is just about the city you've docked at, ocean is more about how can we entertain you. Let's take you out deep sea fishing. Let's get you some sea-doos. Let's get you, some time on the beach, something of that nature. Something else that should be highlighted is ocean cruises have more at-sea days. At-sea days. So there will be a 24, 36-hour window where you're only on the boat. That's where they're going to get you to go to the spa or do something else that may be revenue generating for them. You can't talk about ocean cruises without mentioning the crowds. There are just simply more folks. I think the smallest ocean cruise we've done was like 600. Maybe it was 500 on Crystal. But the biggest one I think was about 1,800 or 2,000. So there's just more and more crowds. And of course, there are kids. There are babies. There are, just little rugrats running around. That could be good or bad. But sometimes you get a mixture of age brackets, and it can get really, really loud and all of that. So in my opinion, I think ocean and river cruises are amazing.
Very good morning, ladies.
There is our cane.
Just on behalf of
That's it.
Captain
Bye.
Nautical